Hi everyone. So we're here tonight. Young pal Alex who's hiding behind the camera. He's shy. So Manchester Canal tonight, outside Old Trafford. You can see it in the distance on the left-hand side, right behind the rod tip. The Theatre of Dreams, which is probably what you're going to get. What I'm going to get, a dream of catching a fish. Because it's a funny spot, the Ship Canal. I came here the other day. I got loads of fish, absolutely loads of them, on a live stream by fishing just a very light rig close in on punch bread. And I've come tonight and I'm having a change of tactics. I've gone on the feeder for a while just to see if it makes any sort of difference to the fish that I catch. Is it going to make a difference to the fish that I catch, the species of fish, size of fish, etc, etc. So we're just going to have a few hours on the feeder and see what it's like, and if it's no good, I'm going to go on the whip for a while and see what that's like. Because I do like fishing the whip and I do like catching fish. I don't like banking. Obviously I've got a reputation amongst my friends as being with the nickname El Blanco, but I don't mind El Blanco because it means I'm trying to catch things that nobody else is, or I'm rubbish at fishing. One or the other. You can choose. You can see the rod tip there, right in front of the camera, and if we get any bites, the bites are going to go to the right, like this. I'll show you. Hang on. There we go. That's going to be a bite, like that. So I'm using my multi-use rod because I've got a drop shot rod with an white insert tip, and I use it for feeder fishing as well. I do have feeder rods, but they're all like 10 foot long and not very good on the camera, so I can keep this in the boot of my car, this rod. So if you're watching on the live stream, drop me a message in the chat, tell me where you're from, tell me what sort of fish you like catching, and we can have a chat together. We've been here for 20 minutes so far and no action on the tip, but that can change at any moment because there's plenty of fish in here, and we'll see what happens. As I say, I fed this swim down immediately in front of us, and if all else fails, as the night progresses, we'll dump the swim feeder and go on the whip, and we'll knock out some small roach, dace, chublets. And my preference, which I've not done it yet, would be to catch gudgeon, because I'm in the species hunt and I've not had a gudgeon yet, and I need a gudgeon for the species hunt. So I think so far my total for the species hunt, it's an angling trust, Mersey Rivers Trust thing, and it started on the 16th of June, and so far, without trying too hard, I've caught I think 5 species. A stickleback, dace, chub, roach, perch so far. I lost a pike at the net last night. Oh dear. That's not. I think Alex's mum has just joined the live stream on your account, Alex, and she said dump him in. That's not very nice, is it? When your mum says dump her son in, I'm going to report you to social services. But no matter what, we will be catching. There's fish just topping to the left amongst these branches that are annoyingly going to float past in a minute, I think. We've got a big floating branch in the canal right in front of me. And I can't make up with a man who's masquerading as Alex Davis, and I know where she's from. I've already been to her house this evening. If you're in the live stream, say hello and let me know where you're from and what you catch, where you go fishing, and we can generally have a chat. It's a nice place, Salford Keys. I'll just give the camera a little spin round. The sun's right in my face. I was fishing the other direction. Look at that, it's a lovely place. There we go. I don't know what you can see. The sun's in the perfectly wrong direction for where I wanted to fish. There we go, put the camera back. That's it. It's a lovely place, and it's a nice evening. And the last time I came, it was blowing an absolute gale right in my face. The prevailing wind's always in this direction, straight into your face into this bay, which is why it's good for fishing. But hopefully tonight the breeze will die down and I'll get a nice flat calm out there, and you'll see just how many fish there are topping out in this turning basin in front of us here. So if you're new to the channel, give me a like and a subscribe. We're slowly picking up subscribers on the journey to 1,000. I do all sorts of fishing. And I go fishing a lot. So I like live fishing, having a chat with my friends on Facebook at the same time. I've got a blog which you can find at fishingfiend.net, which I'm slowly turning into an online shop. Yeah, I signed up for a business account at Stripe today and a PayPal business account, so I'm not being accepted yet. But that's the next step, as well as being able to advertise things for sale, is to be able to take payment, isn't it? So I'm not that tech savvy, so every little easy step takes me a long time to complete it. You can see the rod tip. I'm going to give the line. I'm going to give the line a little tug. There, that's what a bite will look like if we get one. So hopefully you'll be able to see that on the screen. There's Old Trafford football ground, Man United football ground, directly behind the rod tip in red. You can see it there. We'll see what happens. But it's a nice evening to be out. I went to a football match last night, and I was driving home at 10:15, and it was still light. It was lovely. Absolutely love. I love summer. I'm like that snowman in front. Oh, bite then. Yeah, and again. Let's have a look. Oh, have we got a fishy? We had a bite, didn't we? Or was it you? Yeah. We had a bite. It doesn't feel like a fish, unfortunately. Oh, first bite of the night. First bite of the night. There we go. Go big for the bream, or fish small for this gudgeon that I need for the species hunt. Right then, ready to go again. Our first bite. Well, you see, if you join me just now, you've brought me luck. So it's only a little chuck. 15 metres. There we go. You don't need to fish a long way out here. So, we had a bite. Can you believe it? We had a bite. I love it. There we go. Let's set back up again now. We had a bite. Alex, I had a bite. I can't believe it. Oh, happy days. No fish though. But it's encouraging anyway. The fish are there. Break line says what a spot. And it is a good spot, isn't it? And it's free fishing. And if you craft it, it's free parking as well after 6 PM. Your mum's new fella. Ah, that's a fantastic one, isn't it? Username. Did it come off hard? Look, I tell you, your mum's new fella. It's when I struck, there was just nothing there. I got a double rattle. I got a rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, I know. Oh, I got a bite. Went again. Struck. Fresh. Well, not fresh air. Fresh water. But that angle's a bit better. The rod tip's a bit very white now, isn't it? It's very visible against the sky. But bite's a bite. See, I was worried because I've been fishing for 20 minutes, and that was I was expecting a bite straight away because I came fishing here the other day and I caught loads and loads of roach. So I was hoping I was going to get a bite straight away, and it didn't materialise. And after 20 minutes, I was starting to get twitchy. Because my rod tip wasn't getting twitchy, I was getting twitchy, and I was thinking, oh, should I go back to my car? I've got a whip in the boot of my car. Do we have bailiffs on the quays anymore? No, because it's who wants to bailiff solve for quays and tell people what to do these days? Not happening. So no, there are no bailiffs. There used to be a bailiff called Tommy, and he was a really nice bloke, but if you have to walk around with a cudgel and a German Shepherd to keep yourself safe while you're bailiffing a public venue, and the police go around in twos with stab vests on as a minimum, then it's not something that the fishing club want to be involved with, is bailiffing and telling people what to do at Salford Quays. I mean, it's not a free-for-all, because the anglers are pretty good at self-regulating each other, but it's a public space in the centre. It's in urban central Manchester. So does it get bailiffed? Yeah, it does a little bit, but not in the traditional sense of the word, because it's just too difficult and it's not safe. I won't put any more bait in now. No, you filled that swimming. Sorry, I'm just chatting to Alex, who's fishing on my right, and he's being a bit over enthusiastic with the ground bait. The fish are only small when you're giving them a big dinner there. Yeah, yeah, maybe, but you've got to remember, little and often, when you start getting interest from the bigger fish, yeah, then you can start putting more in. But right now, you might be overdoing it. Specified locations where the anglers can fish from, and they're not the best spots. So naturally, you're going to go, aren't you, to where the best spots are. And poor old Tommy always used to throw me, "You're not allowed to fish there." Why? I can see the fish. Because the lease says so. Well, for those who, I'm not big on rules. For those who know me, I'm not a big setter of rules. I'm not a big follower of rules. But that's just me. There were 15 people watching. I've had a bite. That's all we need to know at the moment. I've had a bite, and it didn't materialise into a fish. Later on, because I'm going to stay till it goes dark. Later on, if I'm not catching, I'm going to go on a whip. I'll put a bit of feed in, and I know that I'll catch on single maggot on a whip, right close into the edge here. Tony Shep, hi Tony. How's retirement treating you? Have you bought yourself any new boys' toys yet with your tax-free cash? And I'm looking forward to my trip to the Trent in September, which should be good fun. I've never fished the Trent before, so we'll see what that's like. Catch myself some barbelé, and I'll borrow one of your club cards for your secret syndicates, Tony, and go guesting with you. Oh, that sun's bright. As well as going to the car to get a whip, that's the big question. Have you caught any barbel on the Trent today, Tony? It's going to be hot this weekend. Those barbel don't like the hot weather. I've been thinking about getting my predator rods out on here and see if I can catch any pike or perch from this swim. But I've decided with the warm weather and the low oxygen in the Keys, I'm not going to bother. Not for a while anyway. I'll wait till the weather's cool, a bit cooler. So, unlike the camera, it's been slow. You've had one around £9 and a couple of chub. Well, that's a fair result, more than me. There's a lot of joggers going past tonight. So when I was fishing in Manchester city centre the other day, it was like eye candy for an old fisherman like me. All the young girls keeping fit, absolutely fantastic. The view was wonderful, and I shared a bit of it with you on the GoPro. You could see what I could see, and it was a wonderful evening. Not only did I catch some fish, but there was plenty catch my eye as well. But tonight, the camera angle, sadly, you can't see. All you can see is my rod tip. And I can see the cellulite jogging past. So every time you hear me and I start to chatting and all of a sudden I go silent, it's because there's something walking past and I go, oh lordy, I'm getting old, lordy. And I just get horrible stares, filthy stares off these young girls as they're parading past in tight lycra. But you can't keep an old dog down. And most of them got AirPods in or earbuds and you can't hear what you're saying anyway. They're all wrapped up in their own world. Gotta love it, don't you? Being out in the city centre in the sunshine. With all the pleasures that the city centre can give. Hey, we've got 17 people, Alex, on the feed. Where's your phone? Has your mum got your phone? Oh, you got it on there. You share the same account. Does she not trust you to have your own? Ah, she's watching on telly. Got you. But the Keys is a brilliant place to fish. It's full service. We've got Nando's to the right of us, we've got Starbucks to the left, we've got McDonald's right behind us, about 5 minutes walk away. What else have we got? We've got a Sainsbury's, we've got a Booths, we've got all sorts of restaurants and bars. And quite a few of them will deliver to your swim. If you get a Deliveroo, they'll come to your mobile phone signal. So it's not, all in all, it's not a bad place to fish. Unless you're a City fan or a Liverpool fan and you've got that as your background, your backdrop. The Theatre of Dreams. Which right now is directly behind my stationary rod tip. We'll give it another 2 minutes and we'll have a reel in and see what's going on. So the other night when I was fishing, I had a lot of difficulties with the GoPro when I was fishing in Manchester the other night, with the GoPro not charging, because when you're live streaming, the battery only lasts about an hour unless you put a battery bank onto it. So I put a battery bank on, but as I was moving around, the battery bank kept on disconnecting from the GoPro. So I ended up having 4 different live streams. The first one, I caught loads of perch on the drop shot on the worms, right behind the old, what's called, most Mancunians would know as the old Granada Studios section. And then my friend Mark came along with his trotting rod, and we spent the second hour videoing Mark catching, basically he was getting a bite of chuck on stick float maggots under the new Ortal Cord Bridge, and that was pretty good. And it's always nice to see that the river's alive with fish. Oh, bite then. We've got a shiver on the rod tip. I don't know if the GoPro picked it up, but there was definitely a shiver. For action. So we'll give it another 2-3 minutes and then fish to hopefully mop up my maggots. Otherwise we're going to cast in again. So I think we've been in about 10 minutes now, and that's long enough when you're fishing a bread feeder. I'm trying to get a bit of bait down there, but what we really want to see is that tip just slam right over, don't we, and keep going. It's either going to be a carp or a big bream. We've got a bigger landing net when I fish this side, because there really are some good fish in the Keys. We'll see what happens. So we've had a bite and we've had a shiver so far, but no fish. Alex, who's fishing to my right, he's 16. He's come here, he's got all excited, he's filled his swimming. I've told him off. It's like digging your own grave, isn't it, when you fill it in? You never know, something might move over it. Well, Tony's showing off, he's just had another chub. Keep us posted, Tony, of how well you're doing in comparison to us. And I'm going to go fishing on the River Irwell, and I'm not doing with fly fishing. I'm not going to do it live, but I'll record it on my head cam on my GoPro. I'll make a little video out of it. So I'm quietly confident that I catch a trout up there, and I'm also confident that when I go rooting around under the rocks with my landing net, I'll be able to catch bullheads and stone loach for the species hunt, and see if I can start getting closer to double figures. Now I've got past 5. I agree with him, but I'd be chucking some in every 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, the internet's divided. Some people are saying you're doing the right thing, Alex, by loading bait in, and I'm saying I'm not so sure. But you've got fans on the internet, Alex. Filling it in. Right, that shiver didn't turn into a fish, so let's have a reel back in. And see what state these maggots are in. Yeah, well and truly bitten off. So this time that cast was yellow maggots. Someone fishing mixed maggots. So tonight we'll go on reds in homage to Man United, whose ground is behind us. So we'll go double red and see what happens. Double red up top, 2 strikers. I think I'll choose Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham. They didn't get on really, did they? Oh, put some bait in. Nitwit. They didn't get on, but they were a good partnership, weren't they, up front? They claim not to like each other, but they won plenty together, didn't they? I like my football. I support FC United of Manchester, a non-league team. When I was a kid, I used to go to Old Trafford. There we go. But in recent years, I supported FC United of Manchester. Let's set this up nice and there we go. Just get the slack out. FC United of Manchester, making friends, not millionaires. Hey, it's obscene the amount of money in modern football, and I ain't paying for. I ain't giving my I'm not a millionaire, and I'm not giving my hard-earned money to people who've got so much money it doesn't matter, so they can all sling the rocks. That's my view on modern football. They can all do one. I'll go and watch it on somebody else's Sky for free. I won't buy Sky to football. So I don't have Sky and I watch non-league because I'm tight. And do you know what? Sometimes the standard is just as good and the excitement is just as good. And I'm closer to the pitch. I know some of the players I'm on first name terms with some of the players, which is great fun. So after the match you can ask them a question. Whereas at Old Trafford they all get in their private vehicles and get sped off and don't talk to anybody, do they? Well, hey-oh, that's modern football, and more blokes like me are giving up on Premier League and Football League. And oh, rowers are going past. So Agecroft Rowing Club is England's oldest rowing club, and so for friendly anglers who've got the fishing rights here, is the world's oldest fishing club. So there's a bit of history going on. Your mum's new fella says he's been going to Hyde United and he won't give the Glazers or Big Tight Jim another penny. Quite right. And Hyde United is a brilliant ground. I love Hyde's ground. And it's always, when they play FC United, it's always a really, because we're in the same league, it's always a great atmosphere. There's no segregation. It's 2 sets of fans winding each other up, having great fun. Never any bother. Cheap beer. And Hyde's a lovely ground. And it's only about 12 or 13 quid to get in, isn't it? So my 12-year-old's a football fan. Every now and again I'll take him to Old Trafford. The last time I went it cost me 180 quid for 2 tickets. And we got told to sit down. And that was even in those new standing seats that are rubbish. £180 quid for 2 tickets. Bloody awful. And they played Norwich City. It was a couple of years ago. They played Norwich City and lost 3-1 at home. Shows you how the mighty have fallen if you lose 3-1 at home to Norwich City, doesn't it? But there we go. Well, we're up to 23 people lurking around in the chat. If you've not subscribed yet, make sure you do. Hit the subscribe button, helps the channel. Keeps me motivated to make videos. See, I could be digging out the patio tonight. My wife's keen that I finish the back. We had the builders in last year and we had a loft conversion done and an extension at the back of the house. Back in the side of the house, right mess. And this year she's keen to finish the garden, but I'm just running out of energy for it all, and I'd rather go fishing. And I didn't fish half as much as I wanted to last year, because I was either supervising builders, fixing builders' mistakes, and then we had the builder went bust, and my lovely fishing friend Alan Miro and Kyle came along and rescued me from the mess that the original builder made, and now I've got a lovely extension. But it does still take a lot of effort to keep everything nice. Cheapest chips at Hyde United it is. 8-man FC United, we've got a new chippy wagon, a chippy van for the season, and it's called Lord of the Fries. I've not tried it out yet, but last year the chips were horrible. So at the end of the game, look, there's no movement in this tip, is there? There's not a lot out there. Alex has filled his swim in. I'm going to give it till 8 o'clock, which is another 40 minutes on the tip, just to see if anything really gets going. And if not, I'm going to get the whip out, and we'll try and catch something on the whip, because I'm not sitting here blanking all night. Don't mind chatting, but if that tip's not moving, if all I can get is a twitch and a shiver, then that's no good. See, in a minute there's going to be a boat come from the right across the screen. That's he's got the guy with a megaphone. Stroke, stroke, stroke. The rowers. So the rowers will row from here, they row about a mile into the city centre of Manchester, turn round and row back again. Agecroft Rowing Club. But nothing exciting going on yet with this fish. In a minute I'll have been going an hour, well not in a minute, at 22. I started fishing at 22. 20 to 7 and it's now 20 past 7. So I've been going 40 minutes and it ain't brilliant yet. I was expecting more than this. Especially after fishing in Manchester city centre the other night and it being absolutely hammered with fish. It looks as though the double red maggot Sheringham and Cole combination isn't working. It's obviously fallen out on the hook, let me down. I've got blue and white. I'm not going to fish a Man City outside Man United's ground because I'm on mixed coloured maggots. So if I put, I always think that when I'm fishing, if I put a blue one, oh I've got a Man City on, or if I put a red one on, I've got a Man United. I suppose if it was a Scouser, then it'd be I've got a Liverpool on or an Everton on. I don't know. So for those of you just tuning in, that's Man United Stadium in the background. You can see right behind the rod tip. I'm on maggot feeder. I'm casting about 20 yards out. Double red maggot. I've not caught anything yet. I've been here for 40 minutes and it's all a bit slow. I was expecting a lot more than this because this bay has been fishing quite well recently. Plenty of fish, but it ain't happening tonight so far. But you never know. I've got the camera positioned so you can't see the young ladies walking past, but I can assure you that I can. And not for 1 second does my concentration waver from the end of my tip, if you know what I mean. There we go. I can enjoy the view. You've got a view of the Manchester Ship Canal and Old Trafford. In a minute there's a yellow tram going to come past. That'll be the 7:25 to Piccadilly. There's a tram stop directly where that tram is now, if you can see it in the distance. And if you get off the tram there, I don't even know, there's a new tram stop, I don't know what the name is of that tram stop yet, but you can, on that bank there's a very good swim, just where the yellow tram railings end. It's an excellent swim. I might fish there another night. So the only problem with that swim is the rowers do roll, they do row along that wall. So you don't get bothered. If you're on this side, you don't get bothered by the oarsmen or oars ladies. But if you're on that tram side over there and you cast too far out, then the rowers just go straight through your swim, snag you up on the oars, and then they start swearing at you. But as I say, it's a bit slow at the moment. No bites. I'm not losing the will to. I'll lose the will to live after about an hour and a half. I think I might change. I'm on a larger hook with double maggot. I might, in a minute, just to see if it makes a difference, go on a fine hook link with a size 18 hook on and a single maggot, just to see if that makes any difference to the catch, to the bite rate, or any rate. So if you give me a minute, I'll have a rummage in my box and we'll see what I can find. There we go. We'll try this in a size 16. So 18, let's see what happens. Problem now being, oh, I know, I don't have a baiting needle to pull the... Alex, have you got a baiting needle over there? Oh, no way. I like to use a sleeve. Alright, don't worry, I'll see if I can push one through on my own. The little tiny hook nibbing on the end. I'll see if I can push one through without. Lick the loop, twist it and see if we can get it into it there. No. If you're not catching, you can't just sit there and do nothing, can you? You've got to change the fish. If you're fairly confident, which I am, that the fish are there, you've got to change. So obviously doing something wrong, and I don't, as yet, I haven't figured out what the wrong is. But it's something, isn't it? Because I've had one rattle, it was a double rattle, so it wasn't a liner, but something's gone wrong. So we'll change it, and we'll start by going on single maggot on a finer hook length and a smaller hook, just to see if it makes a difference. Oh, I've got a new subscriber, fantastic, I love that. How many am I on, Alex? 7, well, I started the evening, I've forgotten now, 708 was I on?
Yeah. There's 35 people and we've got hell on new subscribers we're booked today.
That's very nice, whoever that was. Who was it?
Fishing the Dream.
Fishing the Dream, lovely. Thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. I'm just trying to thread this hook link through an anti-tangle sleeve backwards, which is not easy, but but I will not be defeated. Millimetre at a time. I'll push it through. We'll push it through. Millimetre at a, come on, keep going, keep twisting it. Oh, big bumblebee. I'm not scared of bees, quite like them. I hate wasps. I'm a big fanny. Anywhere near a wasp, I lose all composure. I hate them. I won't even go to Devon on holiday because of the wasps. Well, would you like a cream tea? Not a chance. So these cream tea venues, which my wife loves, absolute wasp city, aren't they? I think they breed them there and bring them so you don't sit long, you don't linger. Right, I'm going to snip the end off. I'm going to do it a different way. Put a new loop on. Come on, Mr. D. It's a problem with travelling light. There's only so much kit you can bring. And whatever you bring, you always need something that you haven't brought. So on this occasion, I haven't bought a baiting needle, thinking, I'm fishing maggots, what do I need a baiting needle for? But obviously I do. And I don't want to fish the feeder without an anti-tangle sleeve, because if I don't have an anti-tangle sleeve, I'm going to have a tangle. And there'll be tears. Now I've got to tie a tiny little loop by hand, which I'm quite good at. Little figure of 8 knot. And that rod tip ain't moving. And it's frustrating because there are fish here. And I thought it would do alright on the maggot feeder. But it just shows you that just because you think it, don't mean to say it's going to happen. The swans have arrived to nobble up everyone's ground bait. I do like a swan, but not when I'm fishing. Right, let's have a reel in. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. I'll show you. I've got hands, look. Right, lads.
Yeah, just watching.
No fishing yet.
Never done it in my life.
You're joking? You've never lived?
Huh?
You've never lived, you've not been fishing.
It's a patience game, isn't it?
No.
Soon, one day I'll do it.
One day you'll do it. spent ages and ages and ages making it up, put it on the floor. I can't find it anywhere. My foot was on top of it, that's why. Oh, right. I give up. I'm gonna cry. There it is. Honestly. Right then. Smaller hook. Single red maggot. We'll call this one a Mark Hughes because he spent a career as a lone centre forward, didn't he? And he used to go in my pub. There was a look. I think he's manager of Carlisle United now. Yeah. And he's a lovely man. And he was back then. When I go about modern footballers and the multi-millionaire who don't like the people that pay the wages, or no respect for the people that pay the wages, you can't say that of Mark Hughes. Because he will play anybody for 50p or a quid on the pool table. Imagine that. Hey, playing with a Barcelona striker in your local pub, having a game of pool, and you used to drink Guinness and he'd have a chat with you, and he was a lovely, lovely fella, and he used to come in with two of his friends, and in those days it was like the main room in the vault because it was old school, and he'd just chat to anybody who wanted to chat to him. And then my cousin, she used to be the manageress of an Irish bar in town called Mulligan's. Fishing the Dream. I'm reporting me on Childler. Alan Miro's here. How's it going, mate? I was just talking about your best builder in the world is Alan Miro. Anybody who needs an extension doing, give Alan a shout. Well, back to Mulligan's and Mark Hughes, and Roy Keane. So my cousin used to be the manageress of Mulligan's in town behind Kendall's on Deansgate, and Roy Keane used to go in there with his mates. And he was the exact opposite. He would blank people. They'd see their hero, Roy Keane, in a pub in the centre of Manchester, and go up to him and ask to speak to him or just to say hello, and he used to blank people. Ah well, right then, we're on, I've been on an hour now, and it hasn't been a spectacular success of any sort. I'm not having that, it's been rubbish. We're going to do another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to get the whip out and see what we can catch on the whip. But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to have to go to the car, which is 30 yards away, unlock it, open the boot, get the whip out, and you know that while I'm gone I'm going to get a bite. Because that's the way it rolls, isn't it? That's the way it rolls. As soon as you leave that rod, I mean, Alex is here, so it's not rods unattended, but as soon as we go, that tip's going to go. Jeff Prunty, how are you doing? You're on the large screen TV to see if any of my fish look any bigger. Oh, I'm insulted, Jeff. I'm insulted. Listen, you've got to get through the small ones to get to the big ones. It's like going night clubbing when you were a teenager. You've got to kiss plenty of tugs before you get to a liner. You know what I mean. Anyway, large screen TV, you want widescreen TV, not a large screen TV. Oh, Tony Sheps just sent me a picture of a barbel he's caught on the Trent. We should be live fishing from the Trent, shouldn't we, instead of Salford Keys? I came here the other day and I was catching fish hand over fist. And I've come tonight and it's no banana. One bite, I've got witnesses. Rat-a-tat-tat. Reeled in, nothing on the end. Oh, when he was on the Mersey, the worms were bigger than the fish we were catching. That is true. Now, Jeff, are you insinuating that I need to use AI in order to try and catch a fish? Or I need to catch an artificially intelligent generated fish, an AI fish? And outdoors, you've blanked today. And nice of you to join us again. I've had a couple of bites. I'm fishing the tip for a change, and it's been a bit grim, to be honest with you. But what I'm going to do in a minute, if I've not had another, I'm going to have another chuck out in a minute. If I don't get another chuck, sorry, if I don't get another bite on the next chuck, I'm going to go and get my whip. I'm going to fish the margins here. I'll zoom in with the GoPro. Well, not zoom in, but it will pick up the float pretty well, and we can watch it together and see how I do. It's all a bit depressing, to be honest with you, because there's nothing worse than a stationary tip, is there? Any man will tell you that. You always want your tip to be twitching, don't you? Alex is looking at me. He's just disgusting, doesn't he? Well, double yellow maggot wasn't working. Single red maggot doesn't appear to be working. It's we're going to have another 15 minutes on the tip, and then we'll have a big swap round, big change. That's not what we came for. And as soon as I go to the car to get my whip out of the boot, the rod tip will go. And I can't send Alex because he doesn't know where my secret stash of fishing rods is. In the boot of my car, under the boot tray. And I've got a huge gap underneath the boot, and I can stash some fishing rods in it. Right, let's have a reel in. That ain't happening. This is last cast on the feeder. Last cast on the feeder. Let's see what. Oh, look at that! It's tangled around the feeder. That's no good. That all that effort with that anti-tangle sleeve, and it tangled. Ow! And now it's in my finger. Look, that's the rig. Feeder, anti-tangle sleeve, single red maggot, which is now in my thumb. Ow! Get out! So, comments on a postcard, send them somewhere. I won't be reading them, but you can leave them on Facebook, or sorry, on the YouTube chat. In the feeder, on tonight's menu, we've got liquidised bread and maggot fish. And this is last cast. Unless something significant happens, that we'll just see. But I'm out, the sun's shining, it's absolutely lovely. Alex Davis, oh, hang on. Alex's mum's in the chat. Not letting you two out again if you're not catching. It's fair enough. We will. No large lobworms. Now, I've got worms at home. In the tub, I've got a tub of dendrobinas. I left them. I've just come with maggot and bread, and that's it. Jeff Prunty says his tip gave up years ago. Well, my mate Phil's is making good use of his tip in his late 70s. If you go on Tinder, you can find him as Tip Man. 72, Phil, you're a dirty old dog. And that's where he is tonight again. Chasing the ladies on Tinder at age 72. He hasn't been fishing with me once all summer. Isn't that terrible? No, Phil, my mate Phil, yeah? He's, yeah. He's a dirty old dog. And he's not been fishing once. He's oh, I don't know. He might turn around and say he's got his priorities right. Right then, we're on the last 12 minutes of tip fishing, and I'm going to go and get my whip set up. So bear with me for 2 minutes. I'll nip into my voiture. Au revoir, à bientôt, etc. etc. I'll see you in a second. Et voilà, j'arrive, je retourne. Bienvenue, etc, etc, etc. I've now, I mean, I've got my whip in my hand. I was on the tip and now I've got my whip. Anyway, what sort of person doesn't have a 4-metre whip in the boot of the car permanently? I don't know. No friend of mine. So, let's just sort a little rig out. I've got one. Look at this. 4-metre travel whip and a little pole rig with a size 20 hook on, permanently in the boot of my car. Because I know how to have a good time. Contrary to popular opinion. Let's have a look and see what's happened in the chat while I've been gone. Grab a granny night. Jeff Prunty. You're a disgrace. We will catch a fish in a minute. Of that. I am I'd like to say confident, but possibly not the correct word. Hopeful is the word. Hopeful. Hopeful in expectation. Let's just thread this on. Right then. Let's see how this is. Which is, I can't believe it. But, well, a super size 20 hook, that'll do the job, won't it? It's disappointing when you I don't know, you think all day, I'm going to go fishing today and we're going fishing tonight and going fishing tonight, get yourself wound up. You stand in the kitchen whizzing up your ground bait and prepping up. You get there all excited and then it just doesn't happen. And it's sad. And it makes me sad when that happens. Because all I want to do is catch fish. There we go, right then. And when we catch fish, I'm going to fish in a minute just here. Let's just have a look. There we go. Let's just check the depth. Oh, 6 inches over depth, sorry, under. Here, 6 inches. Here, 6 inches. It's fairly flat, and if we come right close to the wall, it's the same. So it's a flat bottom out there, and I think 6 inches over depth, sorry, under depth is pretty good because we're after roach and stuff. We don't want to be on the deck. I wouldn't mind a gudgeon, the species hunt. Let's have a think about how we're going to make this work with the camera and you people. Let's just put a bait on instead of this. Put a bait on instead of this SSG shot. I might just leave that maggot feeder out there for the time being. Climb the railings and fish the whip. But we want to make sure that the you guys out there have got a good camera shot. What's going on? Right, we've got a fluoro maggot. Let's just see how the rig sits. Because whilst I might have a rig in the car permanently, I don't 100% sure that this one's very well shotted. So let's have a quick look. Oh, it's pretty well shotted, that. Oh, and a bite. Look at that, Mr. Prunty. For all you doubters, first drop, we have a fish. There you go. Fish is a fish.
Can't call you El Blanco
No more El Blanco. I knew they were there.
Disgorger.
I've got a disgorger somewhere. Hang on. Look at that. Live on YouTube, a roach. So, gentlemen, doubters, knocker. Oh no! It's gone flip-flop. It was a jumping roach. There we go. We've got him. We've got him back. Look at that. Back you go. Pike bait. So, we're off the mark at last. It's taken an hour and 15 minutes. A change of rig. Now then, if I climb over here.
Hi mate.
How are you doing? Right then, we're going to fish it here, and we're just moving my stuff around, and then we'll get going again. How are you doing?
Having fish here?
Say again?
Having fish?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Big and small?
Both.
Small.
That one, just now I've had a little one like that.
Just no big?
Big, yeah, is that big?
Really?
Yeah. We've got an audience.
Any people are fishing here? No.
What, carp fishing?
License.
Yeah, you need a licence, yeah.
You sure?
What, to fish it? You need a licence to fish everywhere in the UK.
No any fish here?
Right then, let's just shift this all around a bit. No, oh no. The water, you don't eat the fish. Exactly. So we're having a change of viewpoint. Hang on, you bear with me a minute. We're going to fish. Let's see if we can tilt this. Fish here. There we go. There we go. Right, get this one in.
Okay, have a nice day.
Okay. We'll get this feeder rod in, which hasn't worked.
I'm going to change over to a pellet.
Alex is changing over to a pellet. That is very ambitious, but give it a go. You never know what's going to happen, do you? Right then, let's just have a swap round. Climb over the fence. Oh my word, it's all going on. Let's have a go here. Up and over the fence. And we'll catch some fish, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Now then, let's see how we do. Right then, people in internet land, can you see the float very well? It's right here, and now it's right there. Jeff Prunty, can you see that float? Busy trying to see on my screen if you can see it all. Crystal clear, fantastic. Right then, let's get some bait in and let's get rocking and rolling on this whip line and see what we can catch. There, tiny bit of bread, some maggots in with it. Let's see what we can do. It's not a crystal float, no, it's a yellow float. Come on, don't be facetious. So El Blanco is no longer a Blanco. I'm fishing literally 2 feet off the edge of the quays wall. But I'm not as close to the camera anymore. So can you still hear me okay on the camera, on the sound? Is it still all right? You can't even spell facility. See, I want a gudgeon. Facetious. I can say facetious and I can't spell it. I'm after a gudgeon now for the species hunt. Oh, that big plonk was Alex on the pellets. Ah, Mr. Coots is on the in the chat. Hi Mike, how are you doing? We've had Tony Shep on live from the River Trent before. He's catching chub and barbel, which is nice. He's probably somewhere near Gunthorpe Weir. Yeah, Mike, we will be on the Trent soon. Oh, Alex is still filling that swim in.
Different swims.
It's the same swim. I can hear handfuls of. Oh, yeah, we're in again. Look at that. It's a huge, huge fish. What could it be? Oh my God, it's a roach. Look at it. If I hold it right up to the camera, look at that. Read them. Oh, spinning. Oh. Sorry, I've got huge fingers. That is actually a 3 pound roach. Second one of the night. Oh, we're rolling. Second fish of the night.
I'm still waiting.
Is Jeff still there in the chat? Jeff, if you're in the chat, what colour maggot shall I use to catch the next fish? You can choose. I've got red, yellow, pink, white or blue. Choose a colour maggot and we'll see if we catch a fish on it. Another river monster, Jeremy Wade. Yeah, you pick, Jeff. Choose the colour of maggot. Come on. It's interactive fishing. Look at that, 3 more fish of that size and I'll fit in a sardine tin. I nearly swore live on YouTube. Well, at least you can see the float. It's a good float, that, isn't it? Pink. Okay, we're going to go pink. Let's find a pink one. Fluoro pink. Give me a second. Oh, Found one, Jeff. Fluoro pink. I'll show it to you in a second. Right, hang on. Can you see? Is that pink enough? Loose feed. Bring them gudgeon in. Oh, this is... Do you reckon I'll catch a netter? I've got my landing net with me. Will I catch a netter? Is the question. Whoa, there we go. Is it on? Yes, look at that monster. Oh my word, this is why you tuned in this evening. Oh, Jeff, pink maggot, did the business. What colour next? Choose a colour, Jeff. We've done pink. Should we do a blue outside Man United? Oh my word, the fish are here. Let me see, what's it say? Gay fish down at Salford Keys, pink. That's homophobic. They've gone pink again. We don't do homophobic fishing. We're fully inclusive of everybody. You never know which way people swing, and I tell you what, life stinks, and if it makes them happy, fair play. Who am I to judge? That's the way I look at it. Who am I to judge? Not me. It's hard to be happy, and if that's what makes you happy, then I'm happy for you.
They try and catch a rainbow fish.
Yeah, well, yeah, rainbow trout. See? They're an all-inclusive fish, aren't they? Oh, that was a bite. A bit quick there. Let's have a look in this chat. Can you see the float when it's down there? It's a rainbow fish. It's like that. I don't know what's it called from The Simpsons. The one with 3 eyes. What's the fish from The Simpsons called with 3 eyes? That's Salford Keys, isn't it? That useless tip that never moved. Oh, there we go. That was a definite bite. Sometimes I think they pulled a shot. The fish have a go at the shot sometimes, thinking it's food. Pink works well in the evening. Well, I'll tell you what, one day I will do, just for you, Jeff, I'll go fishing in the gay village in Manchester and I'll use pink bait. How's that? If I'm at Old Trafford here and I've been catching on red maggots, if I go to Man City I'll try and catch on blue maggots. And if I go to the gay village in Manchester I'll try and catch on pink maggots. You can't get a rainbow maggot, can you? Yeah, I could have like 7 different colours. Oh, there we go. Look at another monster coming up to the... Oh, wow, it's just surfaced. It's a tuna. Oh, Salford Keys tuna. What a whopper. What a whopper.
There is tension there.
Yes, there are tensions. There's everything in this place. There. Still on the pink, Mr. Prunty. Still on the pink. There we go. Back in already. Can you see the float well on the GoPro? Same fish. Oh, that's mean. That's mean saying it's the same fish. That one was bigger. By a gram. It was bigger by a gram. How dare you say it was the same fish? I've only been asked twice tonight if I eat them by people walking past. Oh, bite then. I do love float fishing. Let's get some more bait in. I'll fill it in like Alex does on his swim. Yeah, they do like the bait on the bottom, Jeff. I'm going to go down. I'll put another 6 inches on to please my wife. She likes an extra 6 inches. If we're going for half an hour for the evening, let's just an extra 6 inches depth. See what happens. See if it makes a difference. But as I say, I'm desperate for my gonk. Not an easy fish to get home. All going pear-shaped. My hook has run into my shoelace. Has that happened to you before? Hook in the shoelace. There, it's out now. There we go. Right, we've got an extra 6 inches on. Let's see if there's a gonk hiding underneath. Oh my, since I've come this side, my view's improved. So is that float still showing up well? If you can't see it, it's because I've got a bite. I'll stop getting bites now I've gone dead depth. So hopefully that yellow float should be quite visible on the GoPro or on your camera there, or on your viewer device. It's got quite a thick bristle. I normally fish very thin bristle floats with wire stems, but this has got one of those plastic stems and it's got quite a thick yellow bristle sticking up. Well, I'm glad you can see it. I suppose in a way it's better when you can't see it, because that means I've got a fish. So it was very, very disappointing on the tip tonight. That's what I was hoping for. No action at all. Just like there's no action down there, Jeff. Now I've put the extra 6 inches on and hit the deck. It's that terrible pink maggot you've chosen. If anybody else chooses a colour, I'll go with it. Throw a few maggots in. You're right, Jeff, you're right. I'm just not doing it right, am I? There we go. Unlike Alex, who's filled his swim in, I'm on the little and often routine. Oh, look at that, straight away, bite. You were right, Jeff. Underfeeding my swim. Let's get some more in. There we go. Come on. Doesn't help that I'm chatting, because making a noise when you're fishing. Blame the maggot, why don't you? My wife does. Come on, fishes. So as I said before, I'm fishing on Saturday morning. I'm going to go up to Ram's Bottom on the River Irwell, try and catch a trout for the species hunt. I'm fishing tomorrow actually, at lunchtime. I do get a lot of fishing. I'm fishing tomorrow at lunchtime. I'm going up to my boat up at Fleetwood, just to do a few jobs. I'm lending a friend an engine, and when the tide comes in, I might have a couple of hours fishing, and then I'll be back at my desk later on in the afternoon to earn some money. But that'll be nice. I've had quite a couple of good sessions on that boat recently. I've been catching smoothhounds, I've been catching taupe, I've been catching whiting, of course. Oh, I was definitely on the deck then, because that's why I wasn't getting any bites. Into a mini snag, so come up 3 inches, and we'll see if that makes any difference again. But honestly, Jeff, you say, oh, you have to fish dead depth to get gudgeon. I actually think they do come up a little bit. If there's a dinner floating in front of them, they come up for it. More maggots, isn't it? I've got some pellet at the bottom of my bag. There we go. There's very little tow. The other day it was running fast like a river because the wind was just whipping the creating a current. There was a lot of undertow and surface skim. Today there's a lot less of that. It's that pink maggot. I'm going to go on the reds in a minute. Bad eyesight, Jeff. Do you know what, Jeff? I've got bad eyesight too. The older I get, the worse it is. I didn't wear glasses until I was 50, and now my glasses are like milk bottles, the bottom of milk bottles, and I'm only 59, and it's depressing. I can't do anything without glasses anymore. It's a sign that I'm aging, getting older. But at least I've had a few fish. So I haven't got my old Blankers hat on anymore. It's 8:30. I don't know what's on telly tonight. So never watch it. What was that? Fishing. Fishing's my telly. Fishing's on your telly now if you're at home watching on the TV. You wear home bargain 1.5 readers, Jeff. I'm on the 2s now. I can't do 1.5s anymore. I'm on 2s. When I'm fly tying, I wear 4s. Oh, hang on, phone's ringing. Hi, Derek. You're live on YouTube, Derek. How are you doing? I'm at the quays, at that peg on the quays that I told you about. No, yeah, but it's not windy tonight. Not very well. I went on the feed. I went on the tip for a while, and it didn't work. They weren't having it. And I've come on a whip now, a little maggot whip, and I started catching small roach. All right, thanks, Derek. Nice to speak to you, pal. There we go. A live call and a live stream. He's a good fisherman, is our Derek, and we'll get him on the live stream one night. On the Irwell, on the stick float. He's a master stick float fisherman. He loves fishing casters. Come on, let's get some more bait in. Oh, we had one on. I didn't even notice. I pulled up and we had a little wriggle. There we go. That could have been the gudgeon. What do you reckon, Jeff? That one that I just missed then, that could have been my gudgeon. How are you doing, Alex? Are they winning? Salford FC?
Salford City FC. Pre-season. They stream it on YouTube.
Yeah, but they played last night.
Yeah, they're playing again.
They're playing again twice in 2 days.
Yeah, playing
wow.
last year. They are.
They're not having a very good pre-season, are they, Salford City? Because they're losing to all the local non-league teams.
I don't know what's
There'll be another manager. There'll be another manager gone soon at Salford. It's like a manager's graveyard, isn't it?
I like that Carl Robertson we've got now.
I'm going to come a bit shallower, Jeff.
Oh, I found out that number 21 was Kyrell Malcolm.
The number 21 from yesterday was called Kyrell Malcolm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good player. Tricky. I'm going to come 3 inches shorter, Jeff, and bring it up in the water a little bit. Look at that, every time I turn, I hook a different part of my body. Right, we're back up to the same depth where we were before, Jeff, so 6 inches off the deck now. Oh, it's better being at home. Oh, there we go, it's a bigger one. Look at this, oh look at the tip going. I'm milking it. I knew it, if I went back to that, oh, it's off after all of that. What now? Yeah, hang on. In that tub. See that packet that says Camasan? Oh, that pink maggot's been mullered. We're going red now. We'll call this one Andrei Kanchelskis, because we're outside Man United. I know Russians aren't flavour of the month at the moment, but I liked him as a player. Can't believe I was milking it for the GoPro and it got off. So we've got Andrei Kanchelskis on at the moment. He was one hell of a player, wasn't he? He was miles better. I've got another football story. Gordon Strachan. That's who he replaced, didn't he? Andrei Kanchelskis replaced Gordon Strachan, if you remember. And he was another misery. He thought he was the bee's knees. I tell you what, Jeff, keeping the feed going in is making a difference. Possibly too many, about double. There's 20 maggots there. I shouldn't have put 20. I should have put only 10. But that one that I just lost then, that was a whopper. That was at least 2 ounces. This is my emergency whip. I didn't think I'd end up whip fishing tonight. A bit. I might go back on the tip in a bit because it might just have been a time of the clock thing. They might come on the feed in that last hour. There's nothing to stop me. The rig's set up just behind me here. I didn't take the rig down. There's nothing to stop me. I'm going back on that tip in a minute. But I do like this bait because the wind just blows the food in it. It gets trapped. I can't even say it anymore. Andrei Kanchelskis isn't working. We need to go on in a minute. We'll go blonde. I'll put a white maggot on and we'll go Norwegian and we'll go Solskjaer as our super sub maggot. See if we can catch on a maggot named Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's coming up next. Mr. Kanchelskis isn't doing it. Oh, now we had a little touch then. We had a little dib with Andre the red maggot. I'm going to come here and fish tip again. The next time I come, I'm going to absolutely load it up with bait for the 2 or 3 days before I come and fish. We'll get 20 kilos of corn in there and give those fish a massive feed. Get them used to the area. Oh, Paul Parker, yeah, good defender. How can you not like Paul Parker? Let's just drop it back in. 2 or 3 maggots. This time, there we go, that's more like it. We don't need a lot. Big English bulldog barking. Oh, dip, dip. Keep getting tiny little dip. These are only small fish, that's the problem. There's no fishing for fry. You can't even call them roach. I think we'll go back on the tip in a while. Or I'll just put the tip out while I'm doing this. fish is a fish. I've had another busy day today, so I've not been near the tackle shop. I've got no micros, I've got no hemp. And the only bait that I brought was the liquidised bread, and Alex brought along some maggots. Have you not had any bites yet, Alex?
So I have one.
You had a bite?
Yeah.
Ship Canal tench, yeah. More likely to get a bream or a carp, or catch a dead rat. I've seen that. This is where they wash up, Alex, because the wind blows them in. This maggot hasn't done very well for us. We're going to change it. We'll go on a white one in a minute. Put Mr. Solskjaer on. Try double maggot. I'm not trying double maggot. These fish are tiny. That's unnecessary. This double maggot. Oh, there's a bite there. Back down you go. So slow. I looked at my screen, but you, Jeff, were saying it's your fault that, Jeff. I was looking at your double maggot post. Looked up, and the float had gone. Now then, I've got some bigger pellet at the bottom of my bag that's spilled out. Oh, don't worry. So, let me. There we go. Let's see what difference that makes. Once that starts breaking down, let's see if that smell attracts anything. There we go. That's 4mm pellets going in. Don't blame the maggot. Yeah, blame Kanchelskis. They're not flavour of the month, are they? Now I've got a white one. We're going to go on a Solskjaer. Oh, you can. What I'm going to buy, Jeff, this month is I'm going to buy one of these little dead cat remote microphone things to stick on my lapel, a lapel microphone, so that you get higher quality audio. Right, we've got a white one on, we've got a Norwegian striker now. Let's have a look. Can Mr. Solskjaer do the business? I can't even say it. Andrei Kanchelskis, he didn't do the business. Oh, was that a little dib then? Was that a little dib? Alex, I can hear him filling it in behind me. There's handfuls going in. Just, you should put something where you put all that mountain of food. Bait trickling in. Oh, hang on, we're just having a little move around. I can take it there, how are you? getting rid of the snag, isn't it? There we go. You just never know. You'll be in it to win it. Let's get some bait. Well, I think I can get the tip rod on the go again in a minute. And see how we get on. Put that there. Right then. We're going to have a change of scenery, everybody. I'm going to get the tip rod out again. Put a bit of feet down here for emergencies. We'll come back to that in a minute. Right. Get this tip rod back out and see what happens. Might just be a time of day. They might not have been on the feed before, Alex. There we go.
I'm watching fishing, saying this as you were before.
There we go. We'll get this camera set up in slightly differently as well. Oh, there we come back.
What do you catch here?
Well, hello to you. What do we catch here? Well, tonight only little ones.
Sorry?
Tonight only little ones.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Little roach tonight.
Roach?
Yeah, but we catch bream, carp, pike, perch, trout, you name it. Hmm?
It's all fresh water.
Yeah, well, it's not that fresh. It's from United Utilities, isn't it? Yeah, there's fresh water and there's fresh water, isn't there? It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the river test, is it?
Oh, darling.
Thank you very much. There we go. A nice evening's walk. Let's get set back up here, this way round. Let's have a look, just rearrange ourselves so you can see the tip, and I will fish that side with the... Right, hopefully now you've got a view of the tip. We've got the tip at the top and the float down below. Alex is blanking, he's unhappy. He's rubbed off. That's what happens when you come with me, Alex.
Well, it's 3 years of fishing.
Alex says he's not blanked in 3 years of fishing until he's come on one of my live streams with me. You can borrow this in a bit. You can borrow the whip and see if you can winkle yourself a fish. Now, don't forget, I did get a bite before on the. I did get a bite on the tip early on, but it's just rubbish. It's just rubbish. Anyway, I've got both in now. Hiya Derek, nice of you to join us. It looks a nice night for fishing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's just that I'm not catching as many as I wanted. Let me just have a little spin round. Now the sun's going down, look at that view. You know I'm not catching much when we're looking at sunsets and views. It's a lovely place, isn't it? It's a lovely place. Salford Keys. There's Alex. Hang on. Oh, yeah, just need to kick the camera over. There's young Alex. El Blanco. He's got his Blancas hat on. Not me tonight. Alex has got the Blancas hat on. Look, I'll bring you back to Man United and the rod tip. There we go. There's the old quiver tip ready to go. Talking when you're fishing, the fish can hear it, it just puts them off. But how can you have a live stream and not talk? I don't know. How do you do that? Anyway, those are my excuses and I'm getting them all in quick. Don't know what time I'm going to stay on till. It's a nice evening. I've got loads of battery in the GoPro because I've got a big 20,000, whatever you call it, milliamp hour battery on it. You never know, eventually they might come on the feed day, Alec. Eventually, tomorrow. The moment we go home, fill it in now and then come and fish it tomorrow, and that might be the way around it. That might be what they're wanting, to be fair. It's huge. Oops, that was me, sorry. A huge body of water, and there's not a tremendous fish population, is there? There's fish here, it's not prolific.
Spend more time running instead of being in school.
You don't have to be in school anymore, you've left school.
Yeah, so more time fishing.
Balin, hello everyone. You've missed some little roach, Balin, and a lot of talking. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Time to grab the whip.
I think we just had a liner of some sort on the tip rod. You've just joined up. You've not missed anything really, Balin, apart from some very small roach on this whip on the right hand side. I've got maggot feeder in. I had a couple of bites before and I think I've just missed one while I was reading the messages here. There we go. So I'm out fishing tomorrow on the boat in on the River Wyre in a place called Skippool, and then Saturday morning trout fishing on the River Irwell. I'm going to get the fly fishing kit out and the waders on. It's better than blanking. It's better than being at home watching telly. That's the way I view it. But now I'm like a dog with two tails. I don't know where to look because I've got a float going, which needs attention, and I've got a tip rod on the go. So if I stand here, I'll get the best of both worlds. But it's just nice to be outdoors. I love it. I had a busy day at home working, packing orders and things like that. And then it's nice to come out. So I've got to drive up to Fleetwood tomorrow to lend a mate an engine. How's that? Got a pal who wants to borrow an engine, so he's going to take one of my outboards up to the Lake District, and while I'm there I'm going to have a look at a couple of little bits of the electricals that need some attention, and I'll probably throw a line in off the back of the boat while I'm doing it and see what happens, see if I can catch a flounder. I've got some worms, so catch worms on you can catch worms on flounders. You can catch flounders on dendrobina, is what I'm trying to say. And the weather's meant to be nice as well, so I'll be able to get my legs out, put a pair of shorts on, frighten the seagulls. This whip line's died. That's it. That's it. Tiny bit of bread. A couple of maggots. It's all very quiet. Now I came the other day when there's a real chop on, a good strong gusting wind. I did quite well. Ah, I know what the shaking tip is. It's Alex touching the fence at the other end. And we're in. Oh, we've got a fish. Look at this, another river monster. What are we on this time? Bigger roach. Look at that. It's nearly a netter. And it's got a horrible scar on its head. That's sad. It's a nice, look at that, that's a nice roach, isn't it? Can you see that? That's a nice roach, isn't it? And then we turn it round and look at that on the top of it, isn't it? It's horrible, it's got a big hole in its head. Anyway, there we go, off it goes. And that was on I can't even say it, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, on a white one. We'll go, what colour? Right, we're gonna go blue. I've not put a blue maggot on all night.
Hey, Les, what's in here?
All sorts of stuff.
Like?
You name it. Name a fish. Not a tuna, no dolphins.
No, well, I wouldn't say.
No.
What's that dolphin?
No dolphins.
There's been dolphins in the Thames though, where I'm from.
Yeah?
Yeah, but
Everything
this is massive. What you got in here? Carp?
Yeah.
Carp?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, loads of them.
Yeah? Should have bought me fucking rods.
Should have, innit?
Should have bought me rods. What else you got in there?
Hang on, you're
Like
live.
everything like river.
There you go. Look, you're live on YouTube now. There we
Live
go.
on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't want to London on the YouTube.
We know, why not? I go fishing in London. Down near
fishing in London?
Yeah, I've got some relatives in Putney going there.
What, Regent's Canal?
Putney Bridge on the
Putney
Thames.
Bridge?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good fishing on the Thames.
You fish the Thames?
Yeah, it's good fishing.
Some of it, massive, yeah.
What else? Well, I used to live in Greenwich and I used to fish at Canary Wharf all the time. Do you remember Canary Wharf? But
I worked there.
But you get kicked off by security now.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
There's hardly anywhere you can
Yeah.
fish.
I remember being a kid, I used to poach everywhere. I used to get shot at by a farmer.
There's no farmers in London.
I weren't in London at the time. I was in somewhere called Dagenham.
Yeah, East
Get shot
London,
there.
Essex. Essex, isn't it?
mate,
Yeah,
Essex,
you
yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Used to make cars there, didn't they?
Yeah, Falls, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, you know a lot.
I do.
Where are you from?
From here.
What, is this Manchester?
Yeah. But I told you I used to live in Greenwich.
Greenwich?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I used to work in Canary Wharf like you did.
Did you really?
I did.
Yeah.
I used to work for American Express,
I've
and
done a lot of,
I got
I've done
fired
a
when
lot
they
of the
invented
Excels.
when they invented spreadsheets. They fired me by a spreadsheet. I reckon I was one of the first people to get fired on by a spreadsheet.
Really?
Yeah, so I thought sod it, and I came back here and I've been here ever since. There's some good fish. There's bream, roach, perch, pike, big pike.
They're out to sea, mate. Yeah, I don't eat jelly deals though.
You must eat jelly deals. You're from London. You've
No,
got
I don't
pie
eat
and mash shops
Listen,
and all
the
that.
only thing I
It's
eat
like
from
slop.
jelly deals is liquor.
Oh,
Liquor.
honestly, it's bad.
Pie and mash.
That is just like bad food.
Oh, what are you talking about?
That's bad food.
What's your YouTube?
YouTube, Fishing Fiend.
Fishing Fiend.
Yes, it's live on at Fishing Fiend at the moment.
you
I'll
do
tell you how
fishing
many people's watching. Let's have a look. There's not many. There's not. There's no. There's 15.
15 people.
There's 15. There was 50 before, but since you've come on, it's down to 13 now. It's gone down to 13 now.
That's a typical mank, that, isn't it?
What?
That's shocking, that is. I've come here to your place. I
Yeah.
must admit.
You're skylining my swim. You're talking. You're chatting. You're putting the fish off. Look, I'll get out of the way. Everyone can see you now. I was in the way before. There you go.
Shut up, look at me. Oh, you made me famous, bro.
Yeah, in front of 13 people.
Oh, that's not bad.
One of them will be your mum.
My mum's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
She's not. She's not. You look after yourself, Ferg. Good
Yeah.
fishing.
All right, pal. See ya.
Tight lines, buddy. Tight lines.
Thank you very much. Right then. Get rid of the tourists. Back to the fishing. Fucking jelly deals. Bet Jeff likes jelly deals. Don't you, Jeff Prunty? Got you down for jelly deals. Jeff says he's going to have nightmares about that roach with the hole in its head. It was the Freddy Krueger of roach, wasn't it? Disgusting. Like, they don't like blue maggots anyway.
That's what I've got on mine right now.
Oh, let's put some more bait in. Oh, this is what I like. There we go, and we'll get rid of that blue maggot because no one likes blue, do they? Get it off. Hey, everyone knows Manchester's red, not blue. Waste of space.
Every part of
Manchester's red. They used to fish. I missed the trick then, because they used to film Jeremy Kyle, just round the corner at Media City, and I could have wound him up and asked him if he's on Jeremy Kyle, if he's come up to be on the Jeremy Kyle show for his DNA test. Find out if his kids are really his.
Because you put jelly deals on.
Come on, we're back on the yellow. That massive plop. Jeff Prunty says that they were prime candidates. Oh, I miss Jeremy Kyle's show. Daytime TV is just not the same as anymore.
Look at the sun and those references.
Derek says it sounds like it fishes a bit better when there's a big chopper coming into this bay, and I think, Derek, you are 100% correct. I think it just pushes the food and pushes the fish into this bay here.
Look at the sun.
Yeah, Old Trafford's all nicely lit up with the sunshine. Unlike me, I'm in the shade now.
Show smaller fish rolling.
You've seen small? Yeah, there's a few smaller fish topping.
Big ones.
So, if you're watching and you've not subscribed, you know what I'm going to say. Get on with it. Hit that subscribe button, please. It keeps me motivated. Well, actually, that's a lie. Because I don't need you guys to motivate me to fish. But still, nothing on the tip. It's dead. And tiddlers on the whip. I think the next time I fish the river, I'm going to go back to that swim I was on in the city centre near the Aviva Studios, and we'll get that going on we'll get trotting there. Get some hempen castor and hempen maggot in, some corn skin, and we'll see what we can get. Because that was good fun the other night in the town centre. Plenty of fish, plenty of action, loads of hot joggers in lycra. Oof, oof, oof. I don't know which way to look. But it ain't happening. There we go. I've been told by my wife, she sent me a message to say that she didn't make a proper dinner tonight and I have to sort myself out. So that means cheese on toast for me tonight. I can't be bothered going for a take. I'm trying to be healthy. So no takeaway. I've lost a stone so far this year, which I'm quite proud of. So no takeaway. But I think I'll have a nice cheese toasty when I get in tonight. Hiya Sean, I've only had small roach so far, and that's it. Nothing on the tip. There's two of us fishing on the tip, and we had nothing. So I've got a travel whip. I've always got a travel whip in the boot of the car. And I've had a few small roach down the edge. And that's it. Nothing exciting. This swim is much quieter tonight than it has been when it's been very strong wind in our faces.
When it falls calm, I think we'll probably catch them.
I think no, I think we'll get less. I think they really liked it when it was choppy. Blew a lot of food into this bay.
The wind is still coming at us, though.
Yeah. Oh. You know what, there's an oyster catcher. It's an oyster catcher flying by at Salford Quays, 35 miles to the sea from here. Oh, we've got a fish on. Oh, look at that. And there's another nice one as well. Let's lift it up. There we go. Now I've got a disgorger here. There we go, let's get doing. See, Keys roach, they do exist. Hang on, 1 minute. There we go. I'll keep my thumb on them because they're going to jump. And back you go.
So think about that. All the nuts sent from a wrong people. Their children, around my two children, yes, I'm small. You come from yes, I'm small. This is the small. Think about that.
Go.
Anyway.
There we go, let's get back in.
I'll let you trip out of that.
Hang on. Oh, let's get rid of the old maggot.
Trip out of that.
I've got some guys talking Bible behind me, and it winds me up listening to that rubbish. I can't believe that grown adults can believe in it. Oh dear. I don't know if you can pick it up on the GoPro or not, but it's absolute poppycock. There we go. I don't know, can you, Jeff, are you still there? Can you still see the float on the GoPro? Now I've moved the camera back away from the water's edge. Oh. The other question is, have I had a liner on the... let's have a look. I thought I might have had a little drop back bite then on the feeder rod. Obviously not, nothing here. Other than a tangle, I've got a tangle around the anti-tangle sleeve, if that's possible. I've hooked myself. And I've had bite on, you see, there's been action on here while I've not been looking.
Has it?
Yeah, the maggots absolutely chewed to death. Isn't that just typical? Just typical. Anyway, the Bible baloney people are gone now, which is good news. I can't stand listening to people talking about that nonsense as though it's true. I'm sorry if you're out there and you're religious. But I know it's each. Load it back up again, get it back out. Could have been my I've had so far sticklebacks. Yeehaw!
You've had a minnow yet?
No, I've not had a minnow yet, but I've not tried for one. So I've had sticklebacks, dace, chub, roach, and perch. Among 5 species. At the weekend, I am going to catch, on Saturday, I'm going to catch a trout and a bullhead.
Oh boy, a minnow.
Not I might get a minnow, but I'm going to Ramsbottom, and I don't know how the minnow population is up there, but I do know that there's plenty of bullheads and trout. So that's my Saturday on the go.
I've got my prom on Friday.
The prom! Oh my god. Prom, that's an American thing, isn't it? I'm 59, we didn't have a prom. And I wouldn't have gone I wouldn't have gone anyway. I was as ugly as sin. Girls didn't like me when I was that age. It's only in my later years as I've ripened like fine wine that I realised they still don't like me. Well, fish is just rolled to the right. Oh, that's the way of it, isn't it?
Might have to.
It's quite snaggy over there. You can't.
I want you to catch.
And that maggot was absolutely battered. It must have been on it for ages. To the point where I got a liner. Not a liner, I got a slack liner. It must have been the gudgeon that I've been dreaming of. Right, 1 second, I've just got a little job to do. I'll put that there. Can't believe, I just can't believe there we go, that's better. Can't believe that I've not had an Irwell gudgeon yet. My pal, who's a fisheries scientist, is convinced that The turning basins here at Salford Quays are paved with gudgeon. I really don't believe him. I do not believe him. Because I fish bread and I fish single maggot. And I'm constantly fishing with liquidised bread as feed. And there's some pellet down there now as well. It's breaking down. And it's just not happening. But I tell you one thing, there's a point actually, Alex. Since I put that pellet in, I've had 2 decent sized roach, haven't I? It's attracted them in. Might put some more in a minute. Just drop another little handful. It's only about a dozen pellets, like 4 mils. But since I put those in, the size of the fish that I've been catching has doubled at least. So give me a second and I should just get a little bit more pellet out of my bag. I always caught a plastic bag stroke leaf fish. Alex, you've got El Blanco's hat on. You're not doing well.
Quite a few things, look. Oh, is there eggs on it? I think there are eggs on it.
Yeah, could be anything, yeah. And gone. That's all we need. We only need a few pellet at a time. We don't need a lot. I wonder if we like fishing pellet, banded pellet. Right then, where are we up to? Oh, I know where we're up to. Right then, 1 second. Oh, it's gone chilly as well, so I'm just going to put my jacket on. Not my jacket, my I can't speak. My hoodie. The hoodie on. That tip rod's still not slammed over. I've just got a little chill now. I'm out of the sunshine. Okay, hang on, I'll just show you the view. Salford Quays is lovely at night, isn't it? Look at that. Lovely. You get a sunset view for a minute. Spin it round. Right then. We've done that. We've done that. Philly. Hello, Phil. I'm not blanking. I've caught fish. Let's get this in again. Caught fish, Phil. And you've still not come fishing with me. If you're free tomorrow morning to come up to my house, but get to my house by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Phil, you can come on my boat with me. But I'm leaving at 8. Go that way. There we go. Back to the action, or non-action. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to give you a sunset video again for a second. I've just got a job to do that involves my middle leg. There we go, that's it. Call of nature, call of the wild. And we're back again.
Still waiting for the bream.
Still waiting for the bream. Well, that's a lovely evening though, isn't it? Chemtrails in the sky over Old Trafford. Have you been out fishing much recently, Mr. Phil Lee? Or have you been fiddling with motorbike engines? So I just put a bit more pellet in on this whip line, because it did make a difference to the size of the fish I was catching. I was catching real tiddlers, like fry on single maggot. As soon as I put this pellet in, I've had 2 nearly net a roach. So that's interesting. I wonder next time if I came back and I fished a method feeder with pellet, micro pellet method feeder, and a wafter on the hook. I wonder if that would work at all here.
There is some big roach in there.
There's some very big roach in there. But it's not just a big roach, it's everything, you know. Just a tiny little bright pop-up wafter, like a white one or something.
Yeah.
White chocolate wafter and a method feeder full of micro pellets. I wonder if that might do better than this maggot feeder with punch bread in it. Not punch bread, liquidised bread. You know what I meant. We've not had much action on
the
that.
liquidized bread?
Just put it in a blender. I get a slice of Warby's bread, white bread. I cut it in half and I put it in my wife's juicer. Blender. It's my wife's juicer I use. She makes healthy drinks and I make fishing bait.
Yeah. Mum was got and she found out that I did that and never.
So I know she's not watching. I used she'll kill me if I found out. Don't tell her, Mr. Lee. But I used one of her Tupperware lunch boxes to put maggots in. Not maggots, worms. Sorry. Without drop shots in there. I didn't want to put the old cardboard box of dendrobinas in my pocket because they always escape. So I used some of her Tupperware. And I washed it out, and then I saw her putting strawberries in it for a lunch the next day. Oopsie daisy. That was clean. Good evening from Brighton, like ourselves. Nice to see you. I've never been. I've always wanted to go to Brighton. I've never been. Never been to Brighton. Is that a disgrace, or lots of people never been to Brighton? Tip rod's not moving. They're talking about Brighton. Brighton football are doing well at long last, aren't they? In recent years, I can remember when they nearly went bust and were at the bottom of League Two, nearly out of the league, and now they're a Premier League team. Proper turnaround. Didn't have their own ground, as remember, as well at one point. I think they played in Crawley or somewhere like that. Proper success story, Brighton football. I should visit. Do you know what I should do? There's a good fishing off the beach at Brighton. Immediate question. Phil Lee says he's busy tomorrow, but he's free next week. Well, Phil, maybe one day you come with me and we'll have a dabble. I'll have a look at what the tides are. We can only go out sailing when the tide is above 8.7 metres at Fleetwood. So if you look at the tide times for next week, I don't know what next week's are, but we need an 8.7 plus tide in order to get out over the sandbanks and stuff. You can be my cabin boy. How's that?
I wonder if the bigger fish are feeding because you had that many bites.
No, I think there's no fish feeding. It's very quiet. Get some more bait in. There we go. It's a bit grim this evening. As Derek said quite rightly, this bay was on when there was a strong wind blowing into our faces into this bay. It brought the fish with it. And I think this evening
I've got a single float with me. I don't know if that would be any good.
well, good on you, well, stick float. It's a big shingle beach, isn't it? A very steep beach at Brighton, so you don't have to have a massive cast to get into fairly deep water. Yeah, but well, you know, the problem with Brighton, if you're in Manchester, if you look at the map, it's a bloody long way because you have to drive to London, go all the way around London and then south. It's got to be a good 5.5 hours to Brighton. And I can do Bournemouth in 4.5 hours. And I used to live in Bournemouth. I went to Bournemouth University. Somewhere else I didn't enjoy. Come on, fishes. Yeah, the Keys is a funny place because they get a lot of bubbling from the bottom because from the sediment. And people confuse it with fish. Oh, it's a fish, and it's not. It's just a good set of bubbles coming up. Ah, yeah, that's true, Phil. A lot of Cheshire waters close to you, are closed, aren't they, because of cart pox, and it's not going to get any better with this warm weather coming. So we're meant to go up to about 30 degrees, are we, this weekend?
Yeah.
And that's not going to.
32 on the front.
Yeah, so for a lot of these heavily stocked commercial fisheries in Cheshire, they're going to have a potential struggle.
Might be a drinky weekend.
Could be.
Or
Mullet bass, sea bream. Oh, there's a marine route. I could float my boat. I could sail down there. Freddie likes Man United. Oh, yeah, it's nicely lit up on the screen over there on the left, isn't it? Freddie, you're in good company because me and Alex, we like Man United too.
United hate the Glazers.
Love United, hate Glazer. That's the trick. Hey, what did Malcolm Glazer ever do for me? He's dead anyway, Malcolm Glazer. Avram, we'll call him. I'll focus my dislike on Avram. Malcolm Glazer's dead now, isn't he? Oh dear, what a pity, never mind. Brighton Marina's beautiful. I could sail my boat down there and park and moor it up in Brighton Marina and come and say hello to you, light arseholes. I've got a little 23-foot yacht in Fleetwood, and I wonder how long it'd take me to sail. It's 3 days to the Scilly Islands. Well, it's 48 hours to the Scilly Islands without stopping. Bit more than that, 60. It's 2.5 days to the Scilly Islands, and then it'll be another 2.5 days to go. So it'd take me 5 days of non-stop sailing to get round, or 5 hours in the car. 5 hours of driving, or 5 days of sailing to get to Brighton.
5 days or
I can put a lure off the back of the boat because it's only a small boat and it doesn't go fast. If I'm doing anything less than 4 knots, I can stick a bass lure out of the back, off the back of the boat.
There's like that trail behind.
One day, I'll park up near Blackpool Pier on my boat. I'll anchor, and I'll do a live stream fishing from Blackpool, from the end of Blackpool Pier, but actually in the sea outside the tower. And that'd be good fun because you catch loads and loads in like ourselves. We catch loads and loads of smooth hounds. I mean, really good smooth hounds as well off our local coast. Up to there's loads and loads of double figures.
I've never caught a sea fish.
Haven't you?
No.
Alex has never caught a sea fish. That's not something to admit to, is it? Never caught a mackerel. Wow, never tasted, never. Oh, it's one of the best things ever in life. That is to catch a mackerel and cook it within an hour. It tastes fantastic. Sadly, Salford Keys is 35 miles away. It's 35 miles from the sea from here. Oh, that was a fish. That'd been a roach. The roach are beginning to top now, about 30 yards out.
Either that or he's getting chased by a bike.
No, there's no.
I'm clearing these snags out of the water.
You are, aren't you? Oh, you got that one as well. I told you, don't. If you cast over that way, you're just going to get in those trees. You get smooth hounds. I love catching smooth hounds. They're like the barbel of the sea, aren't they? When you catch them, they just steam off. Right, we'll have a pull in with this feeder rod. I need a gudgeon to get stuck in, get its head stuck in the swim feeder for this.
I forgot to put in a whole drink.
Look at that! I tell you what, it's not shown up as well. Absolutely mullered, that maggot on the feeder rod. Absolutely, it's like a skin. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm not really paying attention to the tip. That's the problem. And people on the internet, 40 seconds behind the action. So if they say on the internet, "Oh, I've seen your rod tip go," well, that was historic. It was 40 seconds ago. It's too late. There we go. We don't have to go far. That's the one. That's round about where the fish were topping a minute ago. Get that up there, in there. Tighten up. We've not had much luck with the feeder today, sadly. Ooh, let's have a see what the chat says. I was watching dolphins. Oh, you can't have there's no such thing as a bad day when you see a dolphin. A dolphin day. See, Alex, I'm going to have to chat with your mum. Alex's mum works in my office. I don't work, I'm the chairman. I don't actually do any work, do I? I just come in and sign the checks and schmooze people. But I need to have a chat with your mum, Alex, that you've never seen a dolphin and you've never caught a fish out of the sea. Alex's mum asked me if I'd give him a job for the summer holidays. And I've not, but I took him fishing, haven't I? Well, we might get round to it at some point. He's just done his GCSEs. And you're going to go to college when, in September?
Yeah.
And you're going to do what?
Plumbing and electrical engineering.
Plumbing and electrical engineering. And his mum wants me to give him a job selling fishing tackle with me. But I think you're better off doing plumbing and engineering, to be honest with you. There's not many fish topping.
Which is never a good sign.
So there's 23 people out there watching. Join the chat, tell us where you're from. We've got Light Our Souls, he's from Brighton. He goes fishing off the beach for smooth hounds and watching dolphins. We've got Phil Leon, and I know Phil, he's from near Crewe, and he goes fishing carpy waters in Cheshire, which are very nice. What else have we got hiding around? I've seen Balin, he's from Wigan. And he's like me, he'll fish anywhere and anything, he loves it. Mark Dunbar, how's it going, Mike? It's going good, Mark. It's I'll tell you one thing, that swim we were on the other night is better than this one. We've not really had a lot of success. I've got a tip rod out, Mark, on liquidised bread and maggot feeder, and it's not been a success. And I've got a little whip out just over the edge of the canal lip, about a metre off the wall, and I've just been picking up some small roach.
Two decent sized ones.
And yeah, two decent sized ones as well, but nothing like it was the other day when the wind was really strong into this bay. But I enjoyed fishing with you the other night, Mark, and we'll have to do it again. It was good fun, that, and I've never seen anybody use an 8 gram float on the Irwell before. It's in only 6 feet of water. That was an eye opener, but it worked, didn't it? You know, I laugh at you, but at the end of the day, you were catching, you were bagging up, and it was good. Makes me realise that I can actually go a bit heavier than the 3 gram floats that I think are my maximum for there. So it's nice now, isn't it? That wind's dying off. It's going.
Hear the fish.
The sunset. You can't hear the fish. I wish you could. I could just give everyone a sunset. Twist round from Man United and there's Salford Quays in all of its glory. Red maggot worked for a while. Yellow maggots produce fish. White maggot has produced the biggest fish, and blue maggot didn't get a bite.
Pink.
Oh, pink maggot. Yeah, Jeff Prunty said put on a pink maggot, and they worked as well, didn't they? It's just nice to be out. Look at this lovely evening to be out, isn't it? Okay, we'll just we'll rock it upwards a little way that way. Look at that. Look, what a lovely place. Just do with a few more fish.
And a bream.
No, you want Alex is after a bream. Back this way, and I'm after a gudgeon. Well, doesn't need much finesse. Hiya Steve, the pleasure angler. Are we catching much? No, it's not really a good night tonight. A few small roach. My tip rod has been a bit of a disaster. But I'm not at home. I'm outdoors and it's lovely. I'm with young Alex who's blanking. I'm like a Jonah. He said to me that he hasn't blanked in 3 years. But he is right now. So the fishing fiend effect is rubbing off on him. Wait till I see your mum. So Alex's mum works in my office, and she likes the fishing as well, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
But, so but like Alex, she's just not very good at it, is she? Like you, not very good at it. I'll get a bit more bait going in. Oh, I think we'll choose pellet this time. Loose feeding pellet, because I've got loose pellets at the bottom of my fishing bag because the bag's split. And I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of pellets loose, rolling round at the bottom of my Aldi rucksack. Right, hang on, we'll have a dabble back in with this just to see if there's anything on it this time, because I'm not really paying attention to the tip rod. And the last 2 times I've reeled in, the maggot's been battered. It's been sucked to a skin, like it has this time as well. But it's not registering bites on the tip, and I'm using braid. I'm probably just not paying attention, or the fish are too small to register on the tip.
I've only got a 7-pound line.
What? Main line?
Yeah.
Let's go that way. I'm going to go on double white maggot. And inside the feeder, don't do that. In the feeder, we've got, let's give you a quick look, liquidised bread and mixed maggots. There we go. We'll see how this does. See, the tip's it's been a big disappointment fishing the tip this evening. Maybe it's because I'm not paying attention.
Too busy doing something else.
Too busy staring at Alex is telling me off now, and he's quite right. I'm too busy admiring the view.
That isn't the sunset.
There's not the sunset, as he says. Quite right. There we go. Right. Internet people, watch that tip for me while I watch my float. Look at that. And then we'll change this maggot as well.
I think the GoPro's gone off.
No, it's not. Internet people, watch that tip, and I'll watch this float. And if I get a bite, and you know me, phone me up and tell me. It does look fantastic, doesn't it? It's a really nice place, especially at night when all the neon lights are on. It's a good place to come for a drink. There's a cinema, nice shopping, theatre. It's got everything sold for keys apart from fish.
Not for me.
Oh, we've got the match of the day studio as well if you're a football fan. So Gary Lineker's left the building. Poor old Gary. He was a good striker though. To be fair, he was a wooden top on telly, but was an absolutely fantastic striker, wasn't he? Watch the depth there. Right, Mark, right in front of me, we've got 3 feet, and it stays at 3 to 4 feet for a shelf for about 6 meters, and then it drops off to about 20 feet. And where my feeder is, I'm just fishing on the top of the shelf, or top of the slope, because obviously it's warm weather and the fish are up in the water. But we just dropped a bit more pellet in and the fish aren't interested. Alex has thrown loads of bait in. I'm blaming him. He's given the fish indigestion. He's built a pyramid of pellet. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's a fish. It's a fish. It's only a little one. Fish is a fish. I love them all. There we go. Back in. He's gone.
Should have got my cat rods. Probably have a better chance.
You would have done. It's a great swim, this, because you know it's
You have access to more silver water.
it just, you get a swim like this, you just need to figure it out better over time, because you've got all of that area. I just think it needs bait because the area is so big. It just needs a lot of bait. It's like, say, going to a big loch in Ireland. Got a load of cackling girls behind us.
Bomb.
I'll give you a description: late teens, blonde. What else isn't going to get into any trouble? Barely any clothing. Oh dear. And I'm better off, I think, facing the fish.
We just came right out of the water.
Well, fish is bosh just out there.
No, right. Just see where the.
Yeah. Just on that wind line.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fish are beginning to show now. Am I sliding float or just on the shelf? No, I'm on the feeder on the shelf bit, and I'm on the whip. Oh, look at that, I've got another, oh my word. River monsters again. Look at this. Little roach. Look at that. So nothing big. Nothing big. But they're there and I'm catching them. That's all that counts, isn't it? That's all that counts, isn't it? Catch a fishy. Yeah, there's fish boshing just on the top of the put my teeth in. On that line, which is about 20 yards out, where it starts to shelve off, there's fish starting to roll on that shelf line now. These are probably directly above where my feeder's sitting. The slider, no, I don't reckon it'd be a good bet on here, Mark, to be honest with you. I mean, you could try it. If I was going to fish the slide, I think I'd fish the slider if I was further to my left round at Pomona. If you look at, if you know where Pomona is off Orchard Lane, I reckon that's better for a slider. And obviously the slider's a good method actually inside the keys if you're fishing maggots, because it's like 32 feet deep, isn't it, in places. Can you imagine fishing the pole to hand at 11 metres? That's what it is, isn't it? 33 feet is 11 metres. Oh, that'd be some swinging if you're a swinger like Phil. Anyway, look at that. It's 9:45 and I'm still fishing and it's lovely. No? It's 9:45. I love it. It's summer. Look at this. It's summer, isn't it? Big plane going overhead. Yeah, Mark, you're right. A few big balls of ground bait and a dinner belt on that shelf. You're absolutely spot on, and that's what I was thinking, is probably come for 2 or 3 evenings on the trot and put a few kilos in of ground bait, sweet corn, etc, etc, and then come and fish it on the 3rd night.
I need to bring a spom rod.
Yeah, spod it out with a spom rod. Spod rod. Not today. Did we ever fish for carp there? No. Yes, but not successfully. There's plenty of fish in the internal part of Salford Keys behind us, and we were talking to a carp angler when we got here earlier on. But there's quite a few carp in front of us in this water here that you can see we're facing. But population density is very low, and population density of fish is very low. So again, you'd have to really, have a successful carp campaign, you need to be very lucky, or you need to fill it in and feed them up.
I think the cricket's on. The floodlights on the cricket ground.
Oh, the floodlights are on the cricket ground. Oh, that's interesting. So Lancashire must be at home tonight for the cricket. Is there an England international or anything like that on, or is it like a T20? Anyway, I think we're going to fish till 10 o'clock. Another 15 minutes. And then that's going to do us. But not today, yeah. There's there are carp here, and there are big carp as well, but it's been a hard place to have a real serious targeting carp session. See, if it's me who likes just catching anything, see, I can be happy with the bream. What's the depth? Well, right out in the middle it's probably 20 feet, and right in the margin here it's 3.5 feet. And it's 3.5 feet for just in this bit here. It's 3.5 feet for the next 20 yards, and then it just shelves off after that. And it's not a snaggy bottom, and it's quite hard sand, so it's not, you know, it's not silt or anything like that. It's very sandy bottom, and very rarely you hit any sort of snag. You've been chasing them round the keys, yeah. Well, that's the problem. And on the keys behind us, they get hard. They're quite hard pressured fish, so they know what they're doing on there. But oh, you got to be up at 5 AM for work, Mark. That's bad news. Well, I get up at 6 AM anyway, no matter what. But a lot of the fish from the keys in the internal basins behind me have actually been caught at this swim here and picked up and lifted over. There's only 20 yards behind me to the internal, so some of the lads have fished this swim, caught Irwell fish and dropped them into the keys. You can't blame them really. We did the club once. We spent about £2 we spent on restocking the keys with carp. And we put, I think it was probably 150 carp to between £2 and £3 in, and he just disappeared. Been a massive hit. Broughton Park Lake was a bit of a hit as well with the carp, and then we've had. Oh dear, it's home time now anyway. But places like Waterdale and Salford Quays, we've not really managed success with carp restocking. I mean, none of us are professional fishery managers, and we're just amateurs and doing our best. But it's hit and miss. Sometimes I think it's the quality of the fish that you're getting from the fisheries. So we had one carp supplier, and every single time he delivered it was a miss, and then we had another carp supplier, and every time we got off them it was nearly a hit. So that was. You've been on Amazon ordering fishing tackle, Jeff. When I've got an eBay shop, you're a disgrace. Honestly. So talk about being let down by your mates. Stop buying on Amazon and buy on eBay. Yeah, Fishing Fiend. You need to look up. My shop's called Fishing Fiend on eBay, and fairly soon my website fishingfiend.net is going to have a shop on it as well. That's I tell you what, I'm at the limit of my technical ability, so I'll go quite slow with the website development. The website development is slow, but I don't know if I enjoy it or not. I find it quite stressful, to be honest with you. You don't understand something, and every time you're worried. Oh, I do. Every time I worry every time I press a button, I'm going to bloody cock it up. But anyway, right, 11 more minutes. "11 more minutes of Salford Quays." Look at a big cloud over Old Trafford, a big chemtrail. Oh, double beds. I thought you meant double beads. Oh, honestly, Jeff, I don't sell beds. I sell beads and other things. Fishing paraphernalia. And why do you want to buy a bed off Amazon? What's Benson's for? Come on. Benson's for beds, isn't it? Yeah, everyone knows that. You want an oak bed? I want an anti-snoring bed. That's what I need. Anti-snoring bed so my wife don't go mad at me. I've lost the stone, but I'm still snoring. Who cares? I don't wake myself up, do I? See you soon, Mike. I'm off to clean out the ferrets. It's all glamour. Phil, what are you like? Never had you down as a ferreter. You'll be getting a flat cap and a whippet next. Countryman. Yeah, well, we've got 9 minutes to catch a fish. I had a few tonight. So, just not as many as I wanted. Your wife snores like a hippo. Is that what she says about you as well? Separate beds, separate bedrooms. That's what will be on Jeff. His mum might be watching.
I know my dad does.
Your dad does. Especially after a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, Salford Quays, what a letdown tonight. But I think Mark has hit the nail on the head that we're going to fill it in at 20 yards. Well, we'll come every night for a week and fill it in, and eventually we'll start picking the bream up and they're huge. Like the average, when you catch a breamer, they're averaging £6.
Oh, I'm proud to say I took your blanket.
So. We might set that up as a live fish one day next week, one evening next week. We'll fill it in every day for 3 or 4 days. Bags and bags of sweet corn will go in. Spod rod, fill it in. Young Alec, he's not working, he's not at school. He's got a bike.
No.
Oh, how you get here?
What?
How will you get here? Bus. He's going to come on the bus. How's that for commitment? We'll come on the bus, fill our swim in for us. We'll show him exactly where it's going to go. I was thinking of going to fish at Heaton Park Boating Lake. You know where Oasis is on?
Yeah.
That's also a good place to go fishing. Because what you can do there is you can hire a boat from the boats at Heaton Park, go on with a bucket of ground bait and just fill your swim in, and then just fish over the top of it. Well, thank you very much, Jeff, and good night. And I tell you what, I'm not gonna last till 10 o'clock. I'm gonna say good night to everybody. So, hang on. From me at Salford Keys, and from Alex there in the gloom, it's going dark.